What's up, world? We're back. TNA, Discuss Impact. JaySin here, as always, with the Horror King, Gary. Remember I used to play those noises? That was cool. Woo!
Yeah.
Um, good old days. That was before Gary's. We ended up doing some weird recording system now, which is why it sounds like Gary's in a little box, which someone used to comment. It was pretty funny. Okay. Starting off with good news about ratings. And I'm always like up and down on ratings because it's so, like, if you look into the actual numbers, how tiny these changes are. Like, there's information about the demo this week. Check Post Wrestling. They have a good breakdown. Also, a really good title compared to everyone else, even mine. I got to give it to them. TNA Impact sees small decrease against NCAA's March Madness. But also, I'm sorry, that's not a good title. Small decrease. Every motherfucker out there has TNA viewership down. Viewership down. Small, whatever. You know what I mean? Drop. But what matters is the fucking demo.
Oh, yeah.
That's from Dave Meltzer. That's from anyone in the TV business. The demo is what matters the most. So they stayed at last week's demo, even going up against the insanity of March Madness.
Well, we might want to add, too, Jay, that, like, maybe they ought to put, like, an asterisk next to it, but it still beats the lead-in movie that was this week's, can't remember what Indiana Jones it was, but what its name.
I'm just guessing it was the last one.
Yeah.
That was god-awful. I mean, I could totally see TNA beating that one. Maybe Crystal Skull? Whatever, let us know in the comments. But, okay, this peaks... The audience fell 3.5% from 259 to 250 people. Means absolutely nothing. The viewers 0.04, which it'd be nice to get back to that 0.5 and stay there, but whatever. So I looked into what is the average show on AMC. 150 to 300,000. And right now TNA is the number 3 show based on average since they showed up. And they got 2 pretty big shows. Like, remember those people that were at the show recently? The Indian dude.
Oh yeah, the one that started in Dark Winds. I think.
That's it. Oh yeah, that's a pretty big show, and they have another show. I think.
Oh yeah,
they have like 2 pretty big shows.
Yeah.
So like, and also this doesn't count TNA Plus or AMC Plus.
And too, we might want to plug that they're going to be coming out with this show that's. From the producers of Better Call Saul, I think they call it Audacity.
Oh yeah. Yes, I keep missing that one. Also, see, I haven't seen this mentioned recently. The show ranks 63. Have they mentioned that recently? Have I just not noticed?
Oh wow, really? I didn't know. That's got to be like one of their highest.
That's what I'm saying. That's the first time they've ranked again, right?
I think they've ranked, but I don't remember it. It's been, almost.
Oh shit! It's the top 150, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa! They were usually not ranking.
Yeah, well, I know when we were on Access, we'd always miss it.
Oh, we would always remember we'd scroll to the bottom.
Yeah.
No one would look. No one would look near 60 for TNA.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they've never smelled. I don't think they've even smelled that top 60, 50, 60 ever.
Wow, seriously, okay.
Tuesday
was a much more competitive lineup due to the NCAA men's basketball tournament dominating cable. CBS won the night and occupied 6 of the top 7 slots I'm not going to look up the numbers, but I think you said before, like, this is the most watched tournament.
Yeah, I believe they said I want to say in the tournament's history. I want to say I saw that as
I believe it, because I'm not like a huge NCAA fan, but I've been into this one. I don't know why. Plus gambling is bigger than ever, so every year is probably bigger than ever, like, because gambling.
Yeah, it could be.
Everyone and their mother gets a free, Okay, really quick. Let's go to Robles questions before we get to, Robles questions with Gary. I totally need a sound for this. Like Robles questions for Gary. First up, will the Triple Threat TNA Knockouts Championship become a fatal 4-way at Sacrifice? Right now, it is Ariana versus Li Ying Li versus Danny Luna, and he doesn't mention who the 4th person would be.
I don't. with Daria Ray and Santino at odds every week, like I could see Daria coming in there and like if she wanted to get one of her, girls in there.
Yeah, stack the deck.
I could see her doing that just because your
I like
odds
that
are,
idea. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally stack the deck against Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, is Ariana like on her side? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that's I know because they have that WWE tie.
And like I thought Elena would be great for that because like she brought Elena in, but they haven't really used that since. Like I thought she would be like her knockout. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But they haven't really used that. So Elena's facing Marisad in a different match.
A good question, well thought out. I never really thought of because a lot of times these PLEs and these pay-per-views are very spontaneous. So
yeah, I mean I'm shocked they have 7 matches already. I feel like they kind of came out of nowhere. So good for TNA with that. Macklin versus Santana, obviously. I don't know. Do you think there's a title change happening there? I think it's definitely possible just because they spent so much goddamn time on Macklin.
Yeah, well, I mean, this wasn't a question, or was it?
No, that's just me.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
It's a question from me.
I definitely think there's, like, some merit to it because, like, Macklin has held the title before as a world champion, but, like, I still kind of feel it's relatively new, but, like, where does Macklin go from here?
Totally. This is one of those matches I don't like because I feel like Santana should not be losing yet, and Macklin has to win. Or he's like, yeah, exactly. Where does he go?
Yeah, and, like, he did just sign this deal, and, like, I think it'd be much more compelling for Santana to be the one pursuing the title, whereas, it's going to come off that Macklin can't beat Santana.
Yeah, no, I'm just so tired of Santana, like, losing and chasing, and I can't have another speech about him letting down his child. I just can't do it. Also, can we feel bad for that child? Can we book for Santana's kid not to be sad for a little?
Well, and I don't know if it's indicative of what could happen in the match. Like at the end of the face-off this week, didn't they have drinks or whatever? It makes me wonder if they're not going to pull a page out of the was it the Bobby Roode thing where he smashed the beer bottle over Storm's? Like, maybe that'll be a thing. Like, you can live and die by the liquor, but, it's going to give me the title. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a way of rubbing it in.
Okay, I like that, yeah. And going back to the whole drinking thing that Mustafa was on, that was some good stuff. Remember Mustafa stole his friend?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was so wacky. That was wacky.
Yeah.
I remember literally. I think we did the podcast. We were like, I don't even know what happened. Mustafa stole some dude. I think he got him. Did he get him drunk? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he was like.
He forced an AA guy to get drunk. Jesus, that's one of the darkest moments that nobody gave a shit about.
Yeah, it felt very attitude era. Like with them stealing him and like backstage and tying him up. I don't know why they didn't follow it up a little better. Like I think they could have, had a lot of material with just that action.
Okay, this is kind of random, but not really because it's wrestling. Last night, Seth Rollins was arrested. He attacked Paul Heyman after Heyman egged him on, but Heyman had a restraining order.
Oh, this is all storyline. I thought maybe he was really arrested.
So, my thing was, why not go further with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to ever mention anything about it again. He'll just be back. Like, why not show Seth in fucking jail next week? And have, like, crazy Becky, who is the best fucking character in wrestling, just going insane about her husband is in jail. You know what I mean? Like, show the actual jail thing. Give us like a week of that. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying WWE. Like, this goes for everyone. Whoever does these jail things. Macklin got arrested. You know what I mean? Same shit. Let us see Macklin in jail for a week.
The whole thing with any wrestler, no matter what promotion, anything to do with storylines where a guy is taken away in handcuffs. I mean, look at how good the Stone Cold stuff was.
Oh, totally. Thank you.
every week he'd put him in handcuffs and take him, and then he'd be like flipping Vince McMahon off.
And he would like take him in an ambulance and shit, and he'd drive around and stuff. And
yeah.
I think they showed Austin get arrested once. Like maybe brought him to a precinct or something. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Back to Sacrifice updated. So Santana Macklin, interesting. Leon versus Eric Young. I don't know. I can't see. I don't think there's any chance Eric Young wins that. I know my boy Robles does, but unless he has a character change or something before then.
I think with the way Eric Young is very conniving and pulls off a lot of chicanery, I think there's always a small chance because he is more of a, obviously a bigger, more of a veteran, obviously, but like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like they're trying to do something with that stupid cleanse thing, and like I don't know if he'll get help or
that's the only.
I don't know.
I think we started as a joke. People said the cleanse was a person, and now it's like it has to be. It's the only thing that can save this. So if the cleanse is some big dude like Agent Zero, cool.
Yeah.
But what the hell took this cleanse so goddamn long to get here?
Well, it lost all the steam that started out to be I can't even remember what faction he was. I mean, he's kind of been the same character.
It's literally, he was talking about the cleanse and that other faction.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Like he cannot get over this fucking cleanse. Maybe the guy really needs to take a shit. He just doesn't know how to say it, so he's trying to. Ariana. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Second Robles question.
Okay.
Who will be the next in the Hardy compound to face the Hardys? First off, let me just say we need the goddamn Hardy compound back so bad. Okay.
Who do I think? Who will face? Well, Jeff Hardy or
who will face the Hardys in the next Hardy compound thing?
I don't know. I could honestly see the Righteous turning on.
Yeah, I feel like that's
the Hardys. I kind of feel like that would be the best because they're kind of dark.
Yeah, but I'm starting to think it's never going to happen because it's been so long.
Yeah, I don't really know what. Like, I can see this. I really don't want them to go back to the system again because they've already done that. But then, on the same token, these are different members. Yeah. So
I think that could be I can't imagine anything better. Like, I feel like the Righteous were signed for that. You know what I mean? Like, they were made for the Hardy compound. Like, those characters are so perfect for that. Like, and Matt mentioned Matt said they're going to do it this year. I think the Righteous literally said they're going to do it this year.
Maybe they'll do a unexpected thing, and we'll see a third Righteous member where the Righteous get the upper hand. Yeah. And for once.
There you go, yeah.
And you know what I mean? And they kind of make it look like...
How about leading into the final question? Always, my boy Robes loves Honor No More, as do I, and I'm not going to stop pushing for it.
Oh.
Will they be at Sacrifice or Rebellion? I'm going to say my last shot, maybe, at Rebellion. And I'm going to play into it with what you literally just said. The Righteous get another member or something. And they talk to the Hardys like, yo, check this guy out. It's cool. We got some other friends, too, if you want to meet them. And, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they were the intro to Honor No More.
I definitely have to agree with you on the Rebellion thing because I feel like they haven't quite built it up enough for, a new member yet. And I kind of feel like Honor No More could be the, ones that come out of nowhere eventually and fade the system because, it's going to be former members of, if it's Matt Taven and stuff, former ROH. Maybe they'll even bring some other they could even technically use Will Ferrara.
There's probably a lot of ROH guys out there right now. You know what I mean?
Not that he's the greatest talent, but he is a former ROH.
Yeah, member. I haven't looked. I used to look every now and then, who the hell is in Ring of Honor, who's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Tony has so goddamn many of them. It's crazy. Ring of Honor taped. Oh, did I tell you this? Ring of Honor taped 26 matches yesterday.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that set of tapings or something down, I don't know, not too far from where they shoot, Dynamite, I guess. Don't they do Dynamite out of that, football field stadium or something
Oh, yeah,
off to the.
yeah. I'm not sure about.
So,
I think they kind of have it the wrong place now, but.
Oh.
Sorry, I was a little messed up because Norris Sparks returned. Norris Sparks returned to our comments, saying Jimmy Jacobs might be back with creative. The Righteous need Matt Taven to elevate them. Goddamn, that just talk about good timing. I just pulled that up.
Yeah, because I guess he got done, right? I think I did hear them say that Jimmy Jacobs was. I don't know if he was fed up
He's
with
back
his time.
again.
Or could
that's one thing.
This
is one thing I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, why do they keep bringing the same goddamn people back into
Yeah,
creative? Like, think about the word creative. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want new minds? Like, not like, I mean, Tommy Dreamer of all people isn't creative. That literally makes me laugh.
Well, I know at one point weren't they saying BG James was available? Like, why not bring him? But again,
I don't want, like, to me, I'm like, no, you can have no. How about a new? Yeah. I'm with Bischoff. Bischoff's like, get new minds in here.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think it might have been Bischoff, or maybe somebody else. They said, who's the last person under 30 to have like a big wrestling job?
Oh yeah.
Everywhere in the world, people under 30 have huge jobs. You know what I mean? Like, that's how life is these days.
Yeah. Oh, they always go to the well way too many times in creative and backstage in TNA.
Oh yeah.
I know you could argue.
Where's Dave Sahadi at?
Yeah.
That guy was fired and hired about 500 times. Every TNA fan lost their goddamn minds. Like it was Jesus Christ being hung in front of them. But Dave Sahadi lives, folks. He got another job. I think he's at AEW.
Okay.
Also got a pop in from damn it, I just lost it.
Did you see Andy Hartwell? Did you see Andy Hartwell give Ace Steel a lot of credit behind the scenes, though? I thought that was
I didn't. Cool. So I'm going to look into Ace Steel because what the hell has he done for her?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of good that she put him on. Like, why
made her more boring of a character? I mean, what? What is there about Indy Hartwell that anyone likes?
Yeah, I know. It's a very...
Online Man 96, nice to see you back. Said maybe Ricochet was saying he is glad she has Microsoft. Nice one. And then Eric Isaac, usually always around. Thanks. Good man. Great videos always, fellas. And yep, the next KO champion will be a WWE reject by the following: 1, Indy Hartwell; 2, Marisad. And 3, Elena Black. While homegrown talent like Danny, Jada, Sia, and even Tessa continue to be wasted. But welcome back, Allie. And who's next? Maybe Havoc?
Good point. I mean, that's kind of the way we rinse and repeat over the years. I mean, how many times? I mean, I guess this Rosemary rendition this time has been pretty awesome, but like, how many times did we bring her back? I mean, one time it was to be Courtney Rush.
Is she even going to wrestle? I mean, like,
yeah.
I was thinking, I was going to roll before, and I was like, okay, do you think she'll be a Sacrifice? And then we were kind of like together, like, oh wait, no, she can't be on Sacrifice. She still has like 5 sins. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
She still has like 5 sins or some shit.
Yeah, and then she's still. I don't know, she's still in that character where she's still dead, and she's questioning, how did I come back, and and that kind of stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
Kind of relatively new with the whole resurrection of Allie.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they have like 5 sins or whatever. So she's not getting out of there for. I'm thinking Rebellion. Maybe she has her first match at Rebellion. I think that's when they have that cinematic match with the Hardys and what's his name at Rebellion. I think that's going to be like their WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe the whole Slamversary. Okay, Ariana versus Lee versus Danny. God, imagine Tessa was in there. Tessa is not even on this fucking card. Sorry, let me just sit sad for a minute. It makes no sense. I swear. This is just shattering my brain. She made a video, which Gary pointed out, that TNA doesn't promote. They don't even promote her YouTube, where she is always doing only TNA videos.
it had a lot of likes and had quite a few views for just what it consisted of. You know what I mean? It even got me to watch it just because I'm a big. Me and Jay are big.
It's Tessa Blanchard literally pranking TNA people. Yeah. Why would they not put that on their social media? It's funnier and better than most things on their fucking television show. Maybe that's why.
Or even if you're gonna have it on, like, plug it or why not put it on Explosion?
20 hours ago, I pranked TNA Wrestling, 1.5 thousand views. Like, that's cute. She can get like 20 if they, probably not 20 if they did shit, because they can't do shit. Guess what? Robles gets 1,000 views a day. That's life.
Yeah.
Robles, my boy. So, 1,000 views, that's cute. But like, yeah. It just makes no sense. Why is she making these happy videos about TNA all the time?
And who knows? It probably end up beating some of their YouTube clips.
Totally.
Know some of them.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's funny. Just check back like a day on that one. But again, like what? It's such a mind fuck. Because it's not like they hate her. Just nothing like that at all.
Yeah.
And what the hell's happening? What is happening? My food's supposed to be coming at 6 p.m. I just got a text saying it's coming now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What do I do? Do I not answer the phone? Do I not answer my door? That's too soon.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that to a human. All right, I guess we'll have to pause this when they ring the bell. Okay. Moose versus Eddie in the most obvious fucking match in the history of wrestling. I'm not kidding. I asked AI on X, which is the dumbest AI there is. I said, are you keeping up with the Moose what's her name? System storyline? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And it was like, yeah, Eddie was like, Alicia's with Moose now. I'm like, yes. And when is Alicia going to turn? That's all I wrote. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
That's all I wrote. I didn't write I think Alicia's turning because this or this. It wrote back, sacrifice and get back with her husband. Wow, that's how obvious it is.
Okay. I thought maybe it come out.
Moose beat everyone in that fucking group.
Yeah.
He's finishing off. He's ending with the husband of the. Oh, I just can't even.
This Thursday, he's facing Bear.
Yeah.
Bronson.
And again, it's not even a spoiler because I don't remember the fucking spoilers. He's gonna win, obviously. He's gonna beat every guy and then face, the top guy in Eddie. And then Alicia turns back, and we just watched a month of what? What did we just watch?
Yeah. The dismantling of the system,
pretty much. For what?
Yeah,
put Moose over for a fucking month? Like,
yeah.
The guy that they kicked out of the system? Just awful.
That's what I mean. Like, they've never been really good with the faction.
I don't know what was pretty good. That's why I think that's why we want them some back so bad. They were actually booked well.
Yeah.
Everything about them was used well. That might have been the last goddamn fact. Maybe one of the best factions they've had since the old days. Moose for you. Okay. Order 4 versus Mustafa and Tasha versus Trey and Jada. First off, love the idea. Maybe make an intergender division since nobody has that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And then Elijah and the Hometown Man versus Kaz and AJ Francis, which sounds like a special explosion match.
It's pretty bad.
Like, not even number one contender. Like, what the? I feel like they fucked Kazarian. Like, this guy came back, he did everything good. Couldn't even give him a quick title run.
And now they got him so he's kind of handcuffed and the third man in the booth lately too.
Yeah.
Like, hasn't he been active? I don't know if that's by choice or
no idea.
They just
no
don't
idea
have
what's going on.
info.
Again, I don't think. I honestly, again, I'm not going to go shitting on Carlos again because I can do it all the time. I don't think he has a fucking clue what he's doing when it comes to creative or booking or anything.
No,
he's not a wrestling guy.
No, and I think it's a waste. I mean, Kazarian's great at commentary, but it's a waste for there. Or
at least get rid of the goddamn dramaless king and put Kaz there full time.
Or just
give us something out of it.
weekly or whatever lately. They haven't even been. Didn't they even do that this week? Did they?
Not sure. And
It's
then
kind
Mara
of-
Saad versus Elena Black in another match where I don't think either one should be losing right now.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So I hate
man.
those fucking matches like that. Okay, good episode. I think the Okay, now we got to talk about the actual show that we're reviewing, which was Wham. What was the quick news I read? The latest, Bear Bronson. He thanked Brian Myers for. He said, Myers kind of talked me. Not talked him into, but like gave him like the info about TNA and everything.
Oh, okay.
So good guy, Brian Myers. I guess we should all remember that.
To be fair, I think Myers has had some of the best, kind of like the best booking, and probably in terms of his career. I mean, they've kept him pretty much on the upper echelon of the card. You know what I mean? Like the tag team titles, and I always find the tag team titles like a step below the world title.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, quickly, Mr. Elegance versus Mike Jackson. I came out of this thinking I miss Mike Jackson, which is probably not a good sign for Mr. Elegance.
Yeah, me too. He was over with crowd, Mike Jackson.
Oh, totally. Is he ever not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think too that this was in Atlanta.
Forever over.
And I think that's why Mike Jackson was on the show in the first place. I think he hails from Atlanta, so it's probably why they both.
Mike Jackson, time back in and back. Okay, sorry, little break there for. I had to get my food delivered. Whatever, people, relax. Danny and Ariana versus the Angel Warriors. Again, I love Zia, but I hate how they keep calling them the Angel Warriors when Lee was just a champion. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like they kind of like put the pause on the team, like Angel Warrior team, and then they had Zia come out this week with like the whole regalia of like angels.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It is. It's like she's so into it, but it's like she's like she's kind of like the Marty Jannetty right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
because Lee's a champion. Lee's going back to be a champion. She's not going to win again, but she's getting another shot to be a champion.
Yeah, like Zia's kind of like been on the cusp of the Knockouts championship, but like she's always like lost.
Has she ever gotten a title shot?
Kind of get Laveau treatment as well, like always close. Not the women's champion, yeah.
This one was pretty fun. Who the hell got the win? Brookside dives on into the Luna landing. That's right. So Danny got the pin, which worries me a little. Because usually the people get, you know what I mean? How the people that get the pin usually don't get it in the title match.
Kind of got a bit of a Danny Luna tweener moment with her and Ariana because they were kind of bickering about.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of got there was a tweenship there of Danny Luna, which we had.
Or it's not tween. See, I don't know if it's tweener or just like.
Yeah.
Reality that she's going for the title.
Similar or whatever.
Like they're both heels, but one has a title. Yeah. You know? Like.
Yeah,
she's
right.
Like she may be a heel, but she's in Danny's fucking way. Like that's what it is up to Danny. And,
yeah, that would be fair. Yeah, I can see it as being that too.
Okay, Alicia Edwards, Moose. I can't. Hold on. There's Santino throughout the system just in case. Marilla says, "Oh, that's right. This was a 12-second spear. Whatever. Just humiliating." Brian Myers, who you just talked about, was being booked well. I guess Carlos heard you ahead of time. 12 seconds. Yeah. I mean, again, for Moose. This is all for Moose. For what? For what? Everyone knows Moose is a top guy.
But Myers was distracted, so I guess that's
but I'm just like this whole thing with Moose, man, it's just like...
Protect him a little bit.
Knowing where it's going to end. The second it started, it's been just painful to watch. On the other hand, Envy. That's what Rosemary's up to this week. And I don't get at all the, like, I wish there was a really good fan, and I don't know if there's one. I don't know if there's one that exists who can break down these sins and how they make sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if you caught during this segment. Rosemary has a vial of Tommy Dreamer's blood from 1995.
Okay, yeah. So this is Raven. Sorry, I didn't mention this was. They met up with Raven, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's the envy. Was Raven envious of Dreamer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had Tommy Dreamer's blood. The fact that he saved Tommy Dreamer's blood from 1995, how great is that for Raven? And actually in character.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has hated Tommy Dreamer like since before he was born.
It's kind of funny, too, because I kind of called for Raven, and everybody just kept saying stuff like, I don't know, just like, well, he's with MLW, and he's doing all this stuff, and that's like, and he shows up at TNA.
Yeah,
so.
Good job. Someone's listening. I'll get those ranted hoes out of there, and we'll be good. Elena Black versus Jada Stone, and how about this goddamn Jada Stone?
Yeah.
I mean, Elena won this match, but, like, Jada is so goddamn athletic. Like, she reminds me of a tiny Sol Ruka, if that makes sense.
Yeah, very high fly. I do like Elena's finisher, though. I can't remember what they called it, but it's pretty eating.
The blackout.
What it's called. Oh, yeah, the blackout. Yeah, I kind of liked that.
Also, I liked how Tasha was the distraction. It kept the Tasha simple, good booking.
Yeah, because she's kind of been lately. Tasha's kind of been picked up the slack for Alicia because she's been paired with Moose.
Yep.
And he hasn't really had much. I kind of feel
call,
like she's been interfering quite a bit, in Alicia mode.
I was complaining about that, because I don't like having a manager. It doesn't really do anything. Like, Don Callis pisses me off. I get it. He's usually on he's usually on the commentary, but like every now and then he'll help. And I'm like, okay, why isn't he always fucking doing that? You know what I mean? Like, he's just right there. Like, he's usually good at it. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Don't have somebody outside if they're not going to help. That's kind of like that's become like a big wrestling pet peeve of mine. Recently.
I noticed. I know what you're talking about because I've kind of when you've said stuff about Don Callis, he just kind of lingers. He doesn't get involved.
Nope.
Kind of feels like he tries to put himself over at ringside.
Oh, totally.
Match.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
They just made a new Don Callis shirt. True story, yeah. Tessa Blanchard and company laugh at the Knockouts title picture, but Jody, Harley, and Mila come in. What the fuck? Brett doesn't think much of Blanchard and her cheap glasses, so a match is set for next week. Wait, what? I hope it's a 6-way. Right?
Yeah.
If they do Jody and Tessa again, I might throw up. And then Nemitz versus the Righteous. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, this kind of shows that Jody kind of is back to the bottom, though, pairing them with kind of the rookies of the knockouts, you know what I mean? Like, the ones that hardly ever get any pinfalls or any momentum, and then they're pairing. Yeah. I guess she's like the leader of the three.
And she's going up against former world fucking champion. Not the Knockouts champion, in case anyone didn't watch TNA back then. She was the men's world champion.
Yeah.
She was too good for the Knockouts. She's too good for these Knockouts. I don't think there's anyone that can hang with her. Go back and watch Indy versus Tessa. Indy's best match by far. Because of Tessa. Yeah. She can make anyone look good if they can hang with her.
Can't argue with that.
Elena Black, I don't think she can. I think Tessa would just shatter her ankles, and I love Elena. Jada Stone could probably hang. She's fast as fuck, but she doesn't have the.
Yeah.
Tessa's been around. Like Tessa's, Yeah, exactly. Okay, then there was the Nemitz versus the Righteous, which I don't know. I'm not really into the Nemitz as a team anymore.
Yeah, and I didn't really feel this was main event. I guess it really isn't technically main event because we got the face thing.
Very raw type main event with that face to face.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. How's this for crazy? There were 34 minutes of wrestling on Raw last night.
Oh
How's that for a crazy stat? 2.5 hour show.
Jeez. Yeah. I think that's what, I don't know. I know a lot of people don't always like the work rate, but I think that's why sometimes, like, that's the kind of stuff that people will leave WWE, to go to other promotions to watch because, like, I know
I think it's more like the other way. Like, I watched it, and I didn't even think about that because I was entertained. You know what I mean? Like, they had Roman and Punk probably talked for about an hour. I don't know, something like that.
But I mean, with the talent that the roster WWE has, I would think with them being a top promotion, it doesn't hurt to have that work rate match every so often. You know what I mean?
I think it's more about SmackDown because SmackDown is legit 3 hours now, so it's like they have to have a few 10-minute matches on there. Like they just have to.
Yeah.
But Raw is like 2.5, 2:20 sometimes. So and it's WrestleMania season. They got to put a lot. They have to put 16 2 nights together.
Yeah, that's
2 nights together. That's crazy. Exact. I mean,
having to book that madness and stuff. I think
they have 7 matches. So they need like probably 9 more. Just insane. I can't even. Yeah. So then the Macklin. Then the Macklin event was Steve and Santana, just face to face. You're right. Yeah, they had drinks before them. Macklin has been very good as a heel. I got to say that.
I don't know what you felt about this segment, but I kind of felt, was it Jose Cuervo?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It totally felt like the old dude at the table, like talking, like maybe not enemies, but in this case it was. But like I kind of felt like it was one big long commercial, like kind of like 2 people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they stole this all from a beer commercial.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen worse, and I really like Macklin. I mean, I've always been a Macklin fan, but there's something special about him. I do feel weird rooting against the legitimate Army guy, Navy guy.
Oh yeah.
While we are at war.
Yeah, I can see it. Plus,
but remember, these are Canadians running the show, so they're not at war.
Well, keep in mind too, it's his character is very Punisher-like, and it's like with him being Punisher, like the Punisher could never be so popular with that. Yeah. I don't know if this will go on or not, but but I know that was quite over for a while.
Well, the Punisher is actually in the new Spider-Man movie, so those people. Guess what, people? The Punisher is going to make about $2 billion goddamn dollars in that movie because everyone wants to bang Spider-Man. I don't know why.
Good time to throw the bet on Macklin.
Yeah. I mean, serious. Yeah, I mean, if he's in it, especially if he can lean into that.
Yeah, like marketing wise and everything.
Maybe similar to Eric Young and his fake Dr. Doom thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's. Yeah. Again, it didn't lead to anything. I just wish it did. Like, that's another. Yeah. I've been noticing I have a bunch of these weird pet peeves with wrestling, and that's another one. If you wear a mask to the ring, Dominic Mysterio does it. And I love Dominic Mysterio, but I like certain things I just hate. That I hate. I hate when you wear a mask and then take it right off. Like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, the same thing could be said about the slasher films. I know we're talking about wrestling and TNA, but like it's the same thing about the movie Hush. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah, I have.
But like
really good.
The slasher. What I have a problem with it is because like 20 minutes in, he reveals what he looks like, and I don't. That kind of ruined the mood for me the rest of the way.
What the hell's the word for that? Subverting expectations, which I think is a nice way to say fucking over fans.
Well, I think that's why I always like The Strangers, because of that, because like
the first one.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. Well, 2 is what? Not terrible.
Yeah, Pray at Night or whatever. Well, back to wrestling. I just kind of was making an analogy out of the 2 examples,
Well, there is not much news. We just went through the show. Bear Bronson comments about. Yeah. Sorry. Oh my God. This can't be. There's no way. I was joking before about Dave Sahadi, okay? He just did an interview today about TNA. Like, you've got to be shitting me. Hang on.
And he's still active with AEW, or no?
Creating iconic Edge and Steve Austin vignettes. RAF TNA on AMC. Blah, blah, blah. Hang on, I'm trying to rush down this thing. On If You Ever Felt TNA's Best Run, 2012. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think people will say that era around then was probably their pinnacle of the brand.
And he trashed the fuck out of the TNA debut on AMC. I still have a lot of friends that work at TNA, but I was very disappointed. It looked bad. It was not set up right. The show was called Title Nonstop Action. They started with a video, then they had AJ Styles come out and introduce the show, which was nice, but they kind of let people know AJ was going to be there, so it wasn't a big of a surprise. Then they did another video. There wasn't enough action for a new audience they could have reached, and it looked small. I really believe they used a 4-foot ring. I was told it was 16, but to me it looked like it was 4 foot. 14. It's a shame. As I said, I have a lot of friends that still work there, and I spent a lot of years there, but the way the debut show looked, I didn't like it. Can't really argue with that.
No, but I mean, it's the same token where they had a lot of things fall flat that day. The visa issues were established, or touched upon, and I think that really killed some momentum early. But like since then, I mean, some of the live ones have been pretty good. But
I'm sorry, I missed this major update. Oh, did we mention this? TNA's anniversary is coming to New York.
Oh yeah, there was discrepancy if it was going to be in the same venue as the last time they were in New York, but I can't recall if they
TNA
said
sources initially indicated it was looking to run it back once again, with UBS already being targeted. However, in an update, SI was made aware that there are many in the company who are in the belief while the UBS Arena was initially intended booking, those plans are no longer certain. It was noted previous negotiations are in the final steps, with contracts expected to be signed shortly for TNA major shows for the rest of 2026, including its anniversary. Company Carlos Silva said he hinted at the event returning to the arena, though officially declined to confirm it. Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be
there.
UBS again, but it's not like confirmed.
Okay, I didn't know because I didn't know if maybe they were thinking about using MSG Theater or something. But somebody was saying that's not over.
Could
big,
be.
So.
I just scroll down to the bottom. This is John Alba. That guy's a moron. So,
yeah.
So we got Alba. We got Sahadi. Just the same fucking names that never go away.
The venue MSG itself is going to be way too big. So.
Have you ever heard of the Nashville Cats? Nashville Cats expand ownership with addition of wrestling icon Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, must be a semi-pro
Arena
hockey.
Football 1 team.
Oh.
The shit is Arena Football 1. Oh my god, ready? Double J also created and founded 2 wrestling companies, Total Nonstop Action and Global Force Wrestling. Wow. Maybe don't mention the Global Force Wrestling one. People might Google that shit and find out how, you know what I mean? It lasted what did it last? Fucking year, 2 years? Had shows on baseball fields and shit.
Yeah.
John Schuyler predicts Jason Hart will be a top singles champion in TNA or wherever he might end up. All right, well, you don't got to throw that extra part on, bro. Or maybe somewhere else. I don't know. Dicks. God. Why can't everyone just be like company people? TNA on iHeart. You heard this one, I'm sure?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it cut off for a minute. Sorry. I don't know what happened.
TNA's on iHeart. And I kind of laughed like, what the fuck? It's a radio. Like, how can they possibly help? I'm not kidding. Maybe an hour later, I was in my car. This was the day the news came out. And there they had a TNA commercial.
Oh, for TNA Wrestling?
Yeah. For Thursday night, for Thursday Night Impact. And I went home and I asked AI. I'm like, okay, this thing was literally just announced. Like, are you telling me I just heard? And also, I'm so stupid. I'm like, I made sure to mention iHeartRadio was not mentioned. So, was this an iHeart thing? And I was like, oh yeah, of course it was an iHeart thing. And I think it was like they don't have to be mentioned. Like that's what they do. I'm like, okay, so good job for them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get the whole radio part of it. You know what I mean? Like, how can a radio help?
The only thing I think they could get bigger is maybe like Sirius or something. That's the only,
But I mean, it's a good start.
Something. Definitely.
And guess who works there, everyone? We might get a TNA return of Amber freaking Nova. I'm not going to mention anything about her personal life, who she's dating.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say she works at iHeartRadio. She's been working at iHeartRadio for a long time. She goes back with TNA for a long time.
What does she do exactly at iHeart?
She's a host.
Oh, okay.
She co-hosts with the Monsters in the Morning. It's like a pretty big show. And then I think maybe she has her own show. I think she does other things. My question was, how can she be big on radio? She's an attractive female. Again, I would love to start destroying her real life, but no. I don't know. Maybe she's a good voice. I don't know. I guess she does. Like, to me, I was thinking it was like an iHeart kind of TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Come on.
It's cool.
Sorry.
Like, I'm thinking it's Amber Nova. Like, you know what I mean? How could she help a show unless you're seeing her?
Oh, yeah.
See where I'm going there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I guess the creepy way you might want to call it, but... So let's just say she has some powerful friends. And it got me wondering, did those powerful friends help this deal get done? If it did, cool. With a question mark.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's a dirty business, and you got to do some dirty shit.
I mean, like, it was cool back in the day when they had the 5-hour energy thing, and like they haven't hardly even got anything, an inkling of that kind of sponsorship. So I mean, I guess this is
Tess is out there trying. She's literally creating new fucking drinks. Seriously, check that video. Check that video out, people.
I don't know if you caught that. They're called what do they call it? What do they call the knowledge desk? Something was it hydration desk or whatever they call it now at ringside on commentary.
Wait,
A something?
A second desk?
Hydration.
Oh, whoa.
Desk. You know what I mean? Like they kind of like give it a nickname.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that.
That is pretty cool.
It's kind of like the injury thing.
Yeah. Kind of more promotion again.
Yeah.
For the
okay.
Hydration.
Okay, Thursday Night Impact. Face to face, Ash and Nikki. I'm guessing we're going to see maybe ODB and some other people. The Hardys.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Yeah, they keep having ODB. I mean, I think it's because where she runs her food truck in that area of the country, but like, it's still sort of cool to see her.
Yeah.
Still, giving back.
Totally. And I hate the rest of the card. We'll hear from Steve Macklin again. Thanks, I've heard enough. And again, they keep doing this. Santana and Slater versus Nick and Ryan. Why? What does that match have to do with sacrifice even?
Oh, is that what they have?
Santana and Slater against the Nemesis this week.
Oh, man, it's like they're even admitting there's no X division.
Seriously, like put this guy in a fucking X division match. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Or how about have Santana beat some people in the 6 weeks they've had without a special?
And then it handcuffed them too by sticking Trey into the international thing, so he can't go for it. And then
be sure to get the words right. They handcuffed themselves. Nobody forced them to put an X Division guy as the fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
God,
like
so dumb.
Center and Saint considered X Division, but they've got them in tag action.
Yeah, I mean,
there
is no. I was talking about Tony Khan making a mistake when he dropped his rankings.
Oh, okay.
For many reasons. One thing which took me way too long to understand when it comes to wrestling and I guess everything, like sometimes you just need to talk about shit. Like, ratings, like, people would, AEW fans liked it, you know what I mean? People like me hated it. But it gave me something to bitch about, and it gave AEW fans something to talk about. Like, if TNA had, I can't even do it, we can't do it for TNA.
Oh, you're talking about the rankings of, like,
Yeah.
the talent?
Remember AEW did the top
like,
fives?
No, I agree. I think that it's a good way of legitimizing the division to say who's hot.
Exactly.
Not.
Like, that's the way I saw it back then, and I'm like, this is really fucking slick. I'm like,
no,
Jesus.
I think that's a very
But
good
Tony
point.
Khan couldn't keep up with it because of AI, what AI called chaotic booking.
Well, and the point is, too, Jay, with a lot of problem with AEW is they have so many damn people on the roster. They don't have anything creative.
I'm telling you, everyone check out the Ring of Honor taping from 2 days ago. 92 different talents.
Somebody said
92.
Britt Baker has not wrestled for the company in over 400 days.
And she's not expected back anytime soon. Tony Storm, who is going to be the next Britt Baker. She is out for, ready? Sources say, a very long time, and nobody knows why, but it's not an injury.
Oh.
So if she's not pregnant, there's already something terribly wrong with AEW when it comes to women.
Is that the one that's at odds with Ronda Rousey?
Oh, no, yeah, that was. How about the dumbest motherfuckers in the world? They brought Ronda Rousey out to, I think, lay out Nikki, their top star, right? She's never returning. It was a one-off.
Oh, Ronda Rousey is it?
Could you imagine? So they're saying, oh well, they did it like as a fuck you to. She did it as a fuck you to TKO. Like that's how they're framing this. So like AEW got like an LOL, we win. Really? Did you? How much did you pay Ronda Rousey to show up one night and put your top star, bury your top star, who then didn't return to the company, and no one knows when she's returning? Maybe that's why. Maybe she said, fuck you. I'm your fucking workhorse, and you just buried me to this fucking nobody?
Yeah, and it's basically a F you to WWE, too.
Well, no, that's exactly what it was. That way. It came out of like her camp with the news that it was a fuck you from her to TKO.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
But who cares? And why would AEW do it? Why would you Why would you bring in a woman like her?
I didn't know if that.
Who got booed? Who got booed by AEW fans? Because guess what? They hate motherfuckers like her. They booed the inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't wrestle, they don't want to fucking see your face. And I kind of respect that about them. Like, I give AEW fans so much shit. I will say right now, I think you're better than TNA fans.
Well, they're definitely more aligned and ready to fight.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Maybe not better, but exactly. Yeah. Like, you'll fight for your fucking AEW no matter what, and I respect that. TNA fans lay the fuck down, will flip on whenever Dave or Sean says.
Well, it's kind of like with the Eagles fan base. We get labeled as a hateful fan base, and I mean, it is justified in some regard, but when you got a player in Kittles where 49ers said he loves the shit out of the Eagles fan base, but he goes, because they're diehard fans, they love their team.
Yeah.
You know, kind of applies here with AEW. I will give AEW
totally,
that.
I think TNA used to be like that, but I mean, I don't know. I guess people say, they hurt me too many times.
Yeah, now they're at growth.
Okay, sorry, I missed
how they would book their show.
Sorry, I was reading the title before. This week it also has Danny versus Li Ying Li in one-on-one, which I do not remember from spoilers, so that's interesting. Also, this sucks. And how does it always work out this way? The go-home show. AJ Francis versus Mance Warner. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, can't they just cut that match? And then Jada versus Tasha, which I don't know, I feel like should have been sacrificed. And then here's another one that literally hurts my feelings. The Hardys and the Righteous versus the System. Get everyone on the fucking card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stick them all together. instead of
somebody was
actually
saying-
putting matches that mean something.
Like somebody was saying, like they had that whole 6-7 weeks, and remember how they really didn't do a very good job of building
Wait a second. What the fuck am I reading?
the pay-per-view.
Am I on the right week? Oh my god.
I think you're
Oh my god.
going back from a couple weeks ago.
I was reading February 26th.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought maybe it might have been a few 2 or 3 weeks ago. So,
Wow.
because when you said Manser and Adrian Frank, I was like, remember, because the story broke that they were disgruntled and they wouldn't clear
good
the
news.
land.
Thanks for that one. Okay, ready?
I don't know. I just
Breaking
kinda
news.
lost.
Breaking news. So good timing. Breaking news. I kind of just wanted to float around, see how things felt, and get back in the swing of things. Then I took a break, which is very much needed, and I'm glad I did. That's Lena Black, who doesn't mention the fact that I got in touch with her, and that's why she took a break to get the fuck away from Wrestling Atomic, but it is what it is. During the break, I started thinking, thanks, Jay. You're awesome. And if I do come back, she didn't say that, thanks, Jay, where would I want to go? But when I really thought about it, I remember my time there. When I came to TNA last year, I had so much fun. I loved the locker room environment. It felt like they creatively trusted me. Tommy Dreamer would genuinely ask me my opinion on things. Jesus Christ. If I wasn't okay with something or didn't like something, I didn't have to do it. He wanted to hear my ideas, and that was very different for me. Yeah, he doesn't have any himself. I have friends there. The locker room is great, and I was not trying to hate wrestling. I wanted to fall back in love with it, so I thought that would help me do that, and TNA checked all those boxes. It's a great environment, very creatively free. They trust me. I also have a great relationship with Tommy, so I felt like TNA was the right place. What magic does Tommy Dreamer have?
Hey, speaking of Atlanta Black, can we please get Casey Navarro back? At least he would be a possible threat to Leon Slater. And I'm wondering if his rehab is like going really bad after he broke his leg. Like,
I'm sorry, what are you speaking of, Leon Slater?
Huh?
Oh, you still think there's going to be an X Division? That's adorable.
Well, I just feel like where's the talk of Navarro? He's been out of action.
I think the X Division will return when they chill on the tag division. Like I really think that's what it is. They can't focus on that many divisions. They just can't.
Yeah.
That's why I hated those goddamn Knockouts tag titles, even though probably not the worst title. I think the International is easily the worst. The International is the worst because it killed the X Division even more. Like just terrible idea.
Like
just a terrible idea.
One title too many right now.
Oh, terrible idea.
Titles, whatever, with the
God.
Knockouts, whatever.
Like imagine right now Trey, a pissed off Trey after the whole thing with AEW. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to prove myself every goddamn week. Put on clinics against any fucking X Division person out there. And then you set up Trey, you know what I mean, against the Kid fucking 2 months from now. But no, that would be long-term planning, which Carlos is not a fan of, except when it comes to Alicia fucking Edwards turning on her fucking husband.
That's where they could make the Knockouts tag team title a lot more lucrative and stick it on Explosion.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, even if it's weekly, you know, at least, or, you know, maybe not weekly because I got to defend every 30 days, but like every, I don't know, fourth week of the cycle, you know.
Can't believe I'm going to say this. Can't believe I'm going to say this. How about you make Explosion for the X Division?
I mean, it even has the X in it.
Thank you. That's what got me thinking about it.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like the women just kind of fit better on the main show, and I would watch. Also, I'm thinking about what would get people to watch. Don't you think people would watch if it was just the fucking X Division?
And the thing is, Jay, the Flippy guy, most of wrestling doesn't like that shit anymore. You know, like
that's another thing. You have to be a special kind of X guy, which is why I kind of get what they're doing because, how many people are not X guys anymore? You know what I mean?
TNA Creative has killed the X Division love for me because it's like it's been so damn inconsistent for like the last 3-4 years. It's like they start to do good with it.
I kind of blame the whole world though, because it's like everyone has the X Division now. Like not even if you don't realize it.
Yeah.
Like WWE has, you know what I mean? Like WWE, God knows how. WWE has so much freaking talent, just insane. AEW even. And again, look at those goddamn Ring of Honor tapings. You could put together probably 3 different X Divisions with what they have. and they do nothing with. It is literally just there to stockpile talent. Anyone give me another reason why it exists? Who watches that shit? Who talks about it? Like, no one. I've never seen it talked about unless someone's defending it. And I pop in. I'm like, what are you defending? You don't watch it? Shut up. And I used to say that to TNA fans about Explosion. Don't fucking talk about Explosion until I see some more numbers on that goddamn show. You know what I mean? Nobody ever talks about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know where it's going.
It's just been really a weak, I don't know, whatever brand, I guess, of the AEW. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell there's not as much excitement and thought goes into the show, like the main show.
I think the same goes for TNA right now.
Yeah.
And I see people giving WWE shit, and, like, I have to laugh. Like, yeah, they made $1.7 billion last year. I watch Raw every fucking week. I'm watching NXT tonight because NXT is really good, and they have the best women probably now, like TNA used to have, which used to be why I loved it. And they have a thing called Speed, which is 3-minute matches, Gary, which is kind of what I think the X Division probably should have turned into. You know what I mean? Or like maybe 5-minute matches tops. Like,
my thing is with it all is, like, it's still baffling to me that we can pull down such a really solid $250,000 weekly with the way how horrible creative is.
So they had such a bad start this year.
And the roster is overly thin still, and I feel like
how about lack of stars?
Yeah, they don't have any. Like, I thought we would have added a few names. You know what I mean?
I really thought at the very least, Mr. Anderson would stick around. EC3 would sign. Like, one of these things would happen. James Storm would full-time return.
Yeah.
One of these things. I thought it would be necessary to get on, the network, whatever network on, AMC. But now I'm starting to think, whatever, as long as you're on TV, you can get decent enough ratings.
That's what
George Costanza. I think George Costanza said it best when Jerry asked him, like, why would somebody watch this? And he said, because it's on TV. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I do it. Like, I'll watch a fucking show or something. I'll just leave something on for like 4 hours. And I'm a Nielsen member, so that shit gives ratings. I don't know. Like, I just hate the numbers. I hate all that. And I think numbers.
Well, I kind of get the same feeling I got when they were on Pop TV, because outside of the 70s show and maybe Schitt's Creek, really, maybe Big Brother at Night, I guess, if that's your thing. But, like, outside of that, what did that network really? Like, it was pretty ho hum. You know what I mean? Like, it just was very.
That's being nice.
You know what I mean?
Gotta say, talk about remember how we'd all made fun of Schitt's Creek?
Yeah.
Like, we would abuse the hell out of the show when it started. You know how many awards that show got?
Oh, I know. It lasted for, 5 seasons, I think?
Yeah,
like that.
Like, imagine, it's just, I don't know, the irony of looking back. Like, we thought they were the assholes, but we were the assholes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how many jokes came out about just the title Schitt's Creek, TNA's up Creek.
Oh, totally, yeah. And then Schitt's Creek's over there fucking racking up records like, yo, anybody gonna notice that we're really good?
Yeah, who would have thought that in 2020s or whatever, that it would have had 2 members from the old TV show from the 70s, SCTV.
Yeah, totally crazy. Guess that's just life now.
Yeah.
Crazy. A world of craziness.
Yep. Yes, things fell. I guess I just find a way. I like Dr. Malcolm from Jurassic Park.
This dude just quoting Jurassic Park.
Yeah. No different with TV shows. I guess they find a way. And they get a viewer.
Although it's not a horror movie, I guess it's... Well, what is Jurassic Park, actually?
I guess they call it a
Action?
franchise.
What would you call it, though? Action? Horror? Like, is there any horror to the...
Well, I guess you could say that because Spielberg's kind of been associated with the horror industry.
It's a little scary with the kids and shit.
Yeah, I guess you could consider it drama too.
Yeah.
Just because there's dramatic.
Okay, now I'm curious what the hell is Jaws action?
Yeah, I mean, like when you look at all the shark attack movies, like now comparing it to Jaws was kind of like, that's a drama as well. Yeah. Men bonding on the ship, like when they're not being attacked by the shark,
Male bonding, yeah. One of the best lines.
Kind of thing.
You don't like male bonding? You ever even seen Wild Hogs? I forget what movie that was from. I was joking about Wild Hogs, which my brother loves.
Oh, okay, the biker movie from...
I think it was a Wild Hogs 2, actually, yeah. It was like the weirdest group of people, like, to be in a movie together. Like,
yeah. The weirdest thing is I saw that at the drive-in back in the day.
I'm jealous of those drive-ins. Okay, so I think we're good when it comes to TNA. Sacrifice.
Yeah,
I'd be more interested if Rosemary was out of the realm.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I think there was some kind of Hardy... I need Matt to become broken again.
Well, the thing is, I think they're trying to issue us a little bit of the dark stuff, but not jamming it down our throats, so it gets burned out so fast that, like, it gets a chance to build some suspense.
I do think Rosemary's kind of a start to the broken universe. Well, not a start, but like showing AMC fans maybe, or testing AMC fans on, that kind of thing.
I definitely feel like her character and just the presentation of her, she's actually re-inspired. I kind of feel like maybe we'll see, maybe a slightly better...
Did you see her makeup last week?
Yeah.
That was like the old school best fucking makeup ever. When she had it like just underneath her face. You know what I mean? Like the low mask, whatever, like goddamn. It reminded me of the old Rosemary. It was like, fuck yeah.
Well, this makes me wonder if the AMC team behind everything, like, because they do produce shows, like, they might, like, give tips on to make things more, like intimidating and scary, like, too.
Or like, hey.
Because they do have, like a lot of...
Maybe it was somebody, maybe it was a fucking fan back there who was like, hey, Rosemary's still here. You guys know that, right? She's, like, really good.
Yeah.
Let's use her more.
Yeah.
Carlos said.
Yeah, I can see it.
And Carlos said, okay, you know what? I'll cut 5 minutes of my own TV time this week, guys. I will do that to give Rosemary 5 minutes. Yeah, I will. I'll do it. That man loves being on TV. Very odd. Yeah. Very odd. I cannot remember anyone who's been on TV so much that, like, isn't a known, you know what I mean? Like, he's not a legend, you know what I mean? It would be like if Jack Tunney was all over WWE. That dude knew to show up once every 6 months and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, thank you for sparing us of not having to see that ugly ass hat every day.
It's awful. God damn. I mean, and I get he can't really wear a colorful hat, but also fuck that. You're out there. We know who you are. Put a regular goddamn TNA hat on, weirdo, so people could actually buy it. People could actually buy it. Not see a disgusting looking TNA hat on the president's head because he doesn't want to stand out when he's standing out the entire show.
It almost looks like an old school anniversary hat that just came back from 1985 or something.
I swear, the first few weeks, I didn't know it said TNA. No joke.
Yeah, because it kind of...
I thought it was like a trucker's hat and like... Oh, God. Oh, you suck, Carlos. Okay.
Even referred to as a trucker's cap, I think, because like they're not the flat brim like the wannabe rap stars that they designed the certain hats with the flat brim.
Wait a minute, I just realized Sacrifice is this what, Friday or Saturday?
What's that? Oh, this Friday, yeah.
What the fuck happened to Ash?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think she said though, didn't she say? I want to say the week before. I think she said something about taking the week off.
Okay, but then she didn't. Okay, but I don't think she's announced for this week, is she?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's just more like maybe they'll further.
Is she gonna randomly retire again?
I don't know.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, I just clicked on the thing. She's one of the 4 people on the AMC background, which is kind of shocking. Maybe it's just this. I'm not sure if it's this episode. I don't think it is. It's her, Nemeth, and the Hardys. Which.
Oh, okay.
What do they have in common? What do they have in common, Gary? Her, Nick Nemeth, and the Hardys.
WWE.
Yeah. I think we talked about that. I forget where else we talked about that.
Universe.
How it's like, yeah. I'm sorry. That was the commenter. Sorry, I forgot your name. Which commenter it was.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We have so many goddamn commenters, like 3. It's hard to keep up with the names. No, I'm just lazy. I don't want to click off screens. I have terrible Wi-Fi. And I lost myself there, but looks like Rebellion was announced. I missed April 11th. Cleveland.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And guess who's not on the poster? Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, okay.
Ash, of course, is there. This is a little scary. Danny Luna's not on the poster.
Oh, okay.
Indy is. And Lee Yingli is. And Ash is.
So that makes me wonder if we'll see a Sami Callihan spotting. If he's still, in fact, with the company.
Has anyone seen him? Has anyone seen him? Like, I'm kind of worried for him, like, in terms of...
Yeah,
last time I've seen him, he was a big dude. He might be, like, a huge dude now.
The one Chris brother that can still wrestle, maybe we'll get a sighting of him or something.
Oh, man, they love this woman. Good Lord. Guest photographer series. Indy Hartwell was the guest photographer this week. Did she get an award? Did Carlos give her an award? Did she get a trophy at the tapings for that, too?
I don't know.
I mean, come on, TNA fans. You can't be down with those awards.
Well, no, because, like, when there's so many things like the glitches on production and things like you should really...
And these dudes giving awards out.
Yeah, I would... I mean, I get it. You're trying to show love to the staff and, you know, you're just trying to respect it as a family, but it is the wrestling. I think that's why Vince never really was close.
Yeah, it's wrestling. It's not a fucking... Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a business.
Yep. He's Michael Scott. That's who he is. He would always say, like, this is my family. And then Michael Scott's arc was, he realized he fell in love, and you realize, you know, that's family, not your work.
Yeah.
So clearly Carlos Silva needs to fall in love. That'll be the end of that arc. But until then, we're stuck with his terrible booking and creative until he brings in someone else. I don't care who it is, as long as they are not named Tommy or Dave Sahadi. I don't know what the fuck that guy does, but just stop with the same old goddamn people. Shit, there's got to be... How about, I mean, again, Raven. You mentioned Raven. Who the fuck was more creative than Raven?
No, I know. And I think that's a wasted... somebody said something to do with his health or something that was kind of holding
he can't talk?
No, I guess something to... I can't remember what they said was wrong with him. It was something where he couldn't really focus on booking.
Well, whatever it is. Use the man for ideas. I'm an idea guy. I got a billion. You know what I mean? I always call myself Russo, and Larry is like McMahon. Like, he'll shut down my terrible ideas.
Well, and then what's Jake the Snake doing? Why can't you bring him in as...
AEW.
I mean,
AEW.
Oh, is he still with them?
He is stamped AEW, yeah. Kind of like the billions of people who have WWE ID stamped on their asshole. What does it mean? What does it mean? No one really knows. All right, I guess that's about all we got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's another thing. Seriously, look into that WID thing. They got so many fucking people ID'd. I think it's kind of like... I think it's kind of like, I don't know, leasing a car or like... It's like they have the first option on that wrestler. Which is kind of insane. Like, they created this whole thing just so they can have first dibs on anyone. Which is just, it's like...
Is that what the whole ID thing is? I noticed they've kind of got...
Yeah, WID, yeah. And then, I forget how yesterday I started getting into...
Is it different than what Tony's doing, though? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're much slicker about it. They're much slicker.
I mean?
Yeah, they're much slicker, and they're not signing these people. They're just slapping them.
And they're actually visiting them, too.
You know, they're visiting. They're like putting the promotions over a little. Like,
yeah.
They're not signing these people. They're just slipping them with a fucking tag as a WID. And these guys and girls love it. You know what I mean? just having a tag. There might not even be money involved, or maybe it's a tiny bit of money, but it's kind of like you're on our radar.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to sign you, they got to go through us.
That's pretty smart.
And Tony instead created Ring of Honor 2.0, which no one gives a fuck about, just so he can keep a bunch of talent away from who?
Yeah.
TNA? Somebody doesn't want that talent. Do you know Rachel Ellering is in Ring of Honor?
Oh, yeah, I see that. Like,
I'm telling you, seriously, everyone, check out their tapings. Like, it's shocking. The names that you're going to see buried on that show. Totally shocking. Like, and then Brian Cage, somebody, I think it was Alan Schrage, posted in the group, has an indie match coming up. That dude has not been mentioned in probably a year on AEW. Like, he's another one. These people they lead, like, there is something terribly wrong with AEW. Someone said there was a report that they just don't respond. Like, if they have nothing for you, they won't fucking answer your calls. You'll still get paid, but they'll never answer your calls. You're, like, dead to them.
Yeah, they've done so much. Like, some of the ones that are in limbo, like, I'm blanking on the former NWA one there.
Camille.
Camille, yeah.
No, sorry, she's not in limbo. She's an American Gladiator.
Yeah, well, I mean, just say limbo because, like, they didn't have anything for her, and now, like, she's had to resort to American Gladiator. Yeah. And she just finished a movie, I believe, too.
Yeah, but also, I mean, is it resorting? What's going to be bigger, American Gladiators or AEW?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. So I asked AI yesterday, give me the year-over-year numbers for WWE and AEW and TNA. AEW is literally down 4 straight years. Like, and I said to AI, like, okay, it's your company. What do you do? And it said, I give it until the summer, and if we can't turn things around, massive changes.
Okay.
And I feel like anyone would, like, you can't keep going down in the fucking numbers and not change anything.
So are you saying more or less a mass exodus is kind of part of that plan?
AI was saying new leadership.
Okay, because that would free up a lot of money. That
but also,
cut
half the fucking roster. We talk.
You know what
Again, I hate saying I talked about this with AI, but yeah, I talked to AI about everything. Do you know how many fucking males AEW has? Look it up. Look it up, anyone. They have more males than WWE. And then they have like 40 females. Something like 220 males and 40 females. It's insane. WWE has like 2 to 1 or like 2 to. It's very close.
Well, the thing that don't make sense, Jay, is WWE has like 5 times many different branches.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got Evolve, you got NXT,
you got main event.
You know what I mean? You got all of that opportunity, and like Tony has like maybe 2 opportunities.
Ready for this? Here's just some names quickly that were on Ring of Honor.
Maybe
Myron Reed, Desmond Xavier, Zach Wentz, Johnny TV. You know who that is, right?
Oh, okay, Johnny Impact.
A jobber on Ring of Honor. Diamante, Rachel Ellering, Deonna Purrazzo, Josh Woods, Ace Austin, the Von Erichs, Shane Taylor's whole fucking group. They signed this girl, Christiane, Gorgeous, Buried, the Workhorsemen, Anthony Hendry, J.D. Drake. Do you notice how many men I'm talking about? Oh my God. I found the fucking colognes. Angelico, Serpentico, Eddie Colon, and Orlando Colon. I found the colognes. They defeated the Frat House, Cole Carter, Griff Garrison, Jack Jameson, and Preston Vance. Commander, Salil. They have Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Mikey Nichols, Shane Haste. That's the Mighty Don't Kneel. Remember the Mighty Don't Kneel? They were like a top tag team. People gave a fuck about that.
I never heard of them.
Okay, Blake Christian. Remember him?
Okay, yeah.
Buried. Tommy Billington. That's
Well, what I don't like about the Blake Christian thing is he was totally on TNA's radar, and then like
Tony Nese. You like him, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aya Davari.
Had a good look.
Leo Rush. Johnny TV again.
Oh, wow. That's where Leo Rush is? I
Yeah. Jordan Oliver. He's another monster kid. Ready for this one? Eddie Kingston and Ortiz.
Oh, wow.
Like, these are... Okay, how about another one? The Grizzled Young Veterans with Isla Dawn.
Oh.
This is an insane amount of talent. Insane.
Yeah,
Alex
really
Reynolds,
surprised.
Mark Davis, Beef, Skyflight, Better Together. Never heard, no idea who the fuck that is. But these are all actual groups that wrestled on one show.
Oh, no subculture or anything? Because I haven't heard nothing.
92 people were on this taping. 92 different people. Like,
Insane.
seriously, just gonna click it. Like, all the people that you just said, like, yeah, we would love to have this guy. Like, Shane Taylor would be awesome. The Von Erichs.
Yeah.
We had the Von Erichs years ago before they learned how to wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah, we even had the old man. And then,
It's just like, it's so, man, Ring of Honor, more than anything, Ring of Honor, like, it angers me. Because who are they for? Who are those people being, like, WWE doesn't want them, you know what I mean?
No.
WWE couldn't name half of those motherfuckers.
No,
Maybe
WWE
TNA would take some, but what, 10 tops? They can't, I mean,
And then we're talking about a 2-hour show and one pretty much one show in general for the brand. You know what I mean?
I was honestly
really
confused. I thought they created Ring of Honor to fuck WWE. But
yeah,
why would WWE give a fuck about any of these people? You know what I mean? Like, Deanna, sure.
Yeah.
They probably want Deanna Purrazzo. You know, there's a handful of people I'm sure they would like. Ace Austin. But again, if they really wanted Ace Austin, they would have fucking bought Ace Austin.
And a lot of the AEW, now it's kind of been reversing the tables. Like a lot of the AEW talent is getting someone's leaving there to go to WWE. You know,
It's almost every top talent. I mean, I think they're just waiting for Jericho to finish his tour or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with fucking Jericho. Dude's a weirdo. But everyone thought he'd be back by now. We talked about him doing, wasn't there rumors that he would do a TNA run?
Oh, yeah, because there was rumors something about him appearing in a mask in WWE for a while too. Like it might have been him. And
Oh yeah, and then he was supposed to be a mystery guy that turned out to be Danhausen. Fun fact, everyone fucking hated Danhausen's debut. Now he's one of their top merch sellers.
Oh yeah.
That is why WWE is so fucking good. The Inspiration, on the other hand, AEW fans hated them. So what did Tony do? Just jobbed them out. You know, they're losers now because the fans didn't like them. One night,
Wow.
instead of like flipping the character like WWE totally did, they just turned him. They just showed his fun Danhausen character. All he does is curse people. He's in the back. He'll start talking to someone like all nice, and like he'll be like, "Oh, you don't like Danhausen?" He'll do like a little spin. And he's like, "You are cursed," and then that person like loses a match or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then somebody was bringing up the fact that the Inspiration are more than ecstatic because they're like an hour's drive away from where they
There
live.
you go. Okay.
They have a growing family,
Okay,
and
there
they're
you go.
probably being
Well, there you
all
go.
kinds of money.
Exactly. So it's not about wrestling or the promotion. It's about
Or allegiance or
It's
anything.
money.
It's about money.
simple money. And that's a good way to end it because everything is about money.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go eat dinner
Yeah, like-
that I spent money on. See how it all comes together in the end?
That's where AJ Francis is right. It's money,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. The only thing AJ Francis had ever said that's correct. That meatball head idiot or whatever it is. That hamburger face.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. Yeah, totally really is. God. Glad we got him signed. Good thing we got him locked down for a decade, not worrying about the X division. He can just sit on that fucking division until it's ready to pop back up to life. Okay. That's it. We went too long again. Damn Gary. All right. Catch you after Sacrifice, which is hopefully awesome and life-changing, and everything turns great after that.
Yeah, can we get some surprises or like an Honor No More
Seriously.
sighting or something?
God, anything. Okay, peace.